Eyes of Wakanda is an animated anthology television miniseries based on the Marvel Comics country Wakanda. It is the 15th television series in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Eyes of Wakanda premiered on Disney Plus on the 1st of August 2025, with all 4 episodes released simultaneously. The 4 episode anthology follows the story of the Wakandan warriors known as the War Dogs, who carry out dangerous missions around the world to retrieve Vibranium artifacts throughout history. The good. Wakanda. Hello. I have had a long-running fascination with Wakanda ever since I came across this mythical African nation, which may have drawn some inspiration from actual African states, such as our Mutapa state with law around our great Zimbabwe. I'm appreciative of a narrative that allows us to speculate a world where African civilization could be the most developed in the world, even if it isn't something from our actual imagination. The miniseries expands on the legend around Wakanda, showing how it's been years ahead of any other civilization, with each episode set in a different moment in history, from 1260 BC Crete to Greek mythology, 14th century Oriental law, and 1800s Ethiopian heritage, in what seem like unconnected adventures that are ultimately intertwined into the Marvel timeline to serve as a direct prequel to the Black Panther. The visuals are stunning and bring to life action sequences in various settings in vibrant color and animation that will have you wishing there was more than 4 30-minute episodes. It's an intriguing series for anyone who's into spycraft, mythology, and animation. The bad. Why didn't they call it Spies of Wakanda instead of Eyes of Wakanda? Because it's really about the war dogs and the missions they do to keep Vibranium out of the hands of anyone else. Which also means it really doesn't focus on Wakanda itself, and you don't learn anything you didn't already know from before, except maybe an appreciation of Wakanda as a rather selfish state. Besides its bright and vivid visuals, it's ultimately a dark series when you consider the sacrifices the war dogs are required to make for Wakanda. Going undercover for years, betraying friends, and all just to protect a monopoly on Vibranium instead of sharing their technological advancements. The ugly. While it's an animation, it has some violent action sequences and is rated TV-14, so it's not intended for a young audience. As with other productions in the franchise, the accents really grate my ears, and I keep wondering why they won't get African actors to voice the characters or serve as voice coaches, so at least there's some authenticity. Or maybe, I don't know, just speak normally. Wakanda comes across as an egotistical nation, and for all its advancements, it's sometimes no better off than the outsiders. Final thoughts. Eyes of Wakanda is a 4 episode animated anthology that expands the horizon of Wakanda, giving a brief history of the nation from the vantage point of 4 different perspectives, tying in the past, present, and future of Wakanda. There's no compelling reason to watch it, but fans won't need convincing. Is this something you would watch?